Hello, I'm Attu Jamir and you're watching Hornbill TV's Prime at 9. Now, headlines. Nagaland government to hold a special session of the Assembly to discuss and pass a resolution for repealing the AFSPA. The special session is tentatively scheduled for December 20. The final rites of CED General Bipin Rawat were performed at the Brar Square Crematorium in Delhi Cantonment on Friday. Politicians cutting across party lines, envoys and clerics paid their tribute to the General Rawat and his wife. Prime Minister Narendra Modi hailed India's democratic values and called for strengthening global democracy while virtually delivering the national statement at the USA's Democratic Summit today. Three more tested positive for the new COVID Omicron variant in today. 2 from Gujarat's Jamnagar and 1 from Mumbai's Dharavi. India's Omicron cases tally rose to 26. The 2 survivors of the December 4 Mon District Tiru ambush who were undergoing treatment at the Sam Medical College and Hospital AMCH in Dibrugarh were said to have been recovering from their injuries. To get more updates, our correspondent Deep Saikia is in hospital to speak with the victims and authorities of the AMCH.
Mon district laga Oting village te date 4 December te kuntu ambush unfortunate accident hoisile aru itu pisote Hornbill TV te A to Z ground zero report mokhan dekhai thakise aru etia moi ase moi laga pichete kuntu visuals dikhise etu ase Assam Medical College kuntu Dibrugarh district te ase aru Dibrugarh district te 4 December ambush accident hua pisote yate duijon ke anisile refer korisile aru aji mokhan তাখান কে ইন্টারভিউ কৰিব আহা টাইমতে একটা খবৰ প্ৰিন্সিপাল পৰা জানাইছে তাখান লাগা একজনটো ব্ৰেইন অপাৰেশন কৰা হৈছে আৰু একজনকে কোনটো চেষ্টে লাগিছিল এটো লাগা ষ্টেবল একটা হেলথ আহি আছে কৈছে তো তাখান এতিয়া মিডিয়া লগতে ইন্টাৰাপ্ট কৰিবলৈ আলাও আমাখান পোৱা নাই পাৰমিশন পোৱা নাই এটো পৰা হৰ্নবিল টিভি তে A to Z আপডেট কেনেকা অল নাগালেণ্ডে ভিকটিমছ ঘৰ খান আৰু কোন ইয়াতে ভিকটিমছ থাকিছে কোন ইনজিয়ৰ্ড থাকিছে সব আমি খান জানাবলৈ ট্ৰাই কৰি আছে আৰু ইটো দুইটা পেশেন্ট লাগা লেটেষ্ট আপডেট জানিব নিমিতে কৈছে কলে তাখান লাগা হেলথটো এতিয়া আগে পৰা ভাল হৈ আছে আৰু প্ৰিন্সিপাল স্যাৰ পৰা মখানকে একটা খবৰ দিয়াটো তাই ডে টু ডে নাগালেণ্ড লাগা কনসাৰ্ন অথৰিটি খানকে তাখান লাগা খবৰ দি আছে বেছি ভাল পৰা ট্ৰিটমেন্ট কৰি আছে কৈছে পহিলা লাগা কন্ডিশন কোনটো কন্ডিশনতে তাখানকে এডমিট কৰিছিলে ইটো পৰা বেটাৰ তাখান ডেভেলপ হৈ আছে আৰু হৰ্নবিল টিভিতে মখান নাগালেণ্ডে ওটিং ইনসিডেন্ট লাগা গ্ৰাউণ্ড জিৰো কিমান জাগাতে যাইছে সব জাগাতে যা পিছতে আজি 10 ডিসেম্বৰ ইভিনিং 8 বাজিছে এতিয়া আৰু 8 বাজিতে মখান আসাম মেডিকেল কলেজতে খাৰা আছে আৰু তাখানকে ৰিপোৰ্ট লক কৰিবলৈ আহা টাইমতে তাখান লাগা ফিজিক্যাল কন্ডিশনটো এনেকা থাকা পৰা পাৰমিশন পোৱা নাই হলে বি অনাৰেবল প্ৰিন্সিপাল স্যাৰ পৰা মখান লগতে কৰ্পোৰেট কৰিছে আৰু তাই মখানকে হৰ্নবিল টিভি কে জানাইছে ডে বাই ডে তাই ভাল পৰা চাই আছে যিমান পাৰে ট্ৰিটমেন্ট হায়াৰ ট্ৰিটমেন্ট কৰি আছে আৰু অলপ জলদি তাখান কিউৰ হৈ যাব নিচিনা ভি একটা ভাল খবৰ দি আছে আৰু ইটো লেটেষ্ট আপডেট জানিবলৈ চাই থাকিবি হৰ্নবিল টিভি থ্যাংক ইউ ফৰ ওয়াচিং হৰ্নবিল টিভি মই হৰ্নবিল টিভি ৰিপৰ্টাৰ দীপ সাইকিয়া নাগালেণ্ড
To give us update on the health conditions of the 2 survivors, we have AMCH Principal Dr. Sanjeev Kakoti over the phone with us. So, Doctor, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, first of all, thank you so much for joining us today. And getting straight to the questions, sir, could you give us more update on the condition of the victims at the moment? How are they right now?
Yeah, both of them, Mr. Jago and Mr. Sailong, were admitted in the night of 4th of December. Both had multiple injuries. Mr. Jago had undergone a brain surgery and he was critical when he was admitted, and now he is improving. A 3 hours long operation has been done. An excellent care has been given by an excellent team of doctors. He is recovering, but still he is kept under strict monitoring. And Mr. Sailong has a lung injury on the right side, which he has recovered to a great extent. And he had some injury on the right arm. A minor surgery has been done today. And at the moment, both of them are improving, but still they are kept under strict medical observation. And we are hopeful that both of them will recover.
Okay, so doctor, according to the information that we have received, the victims were, the injured person were brought to the hospital on the 4th of December. So could we know who got them there and also exactly at what time were they brought to the hospital?
Yeah, that was in the night, around 12 o'clock, in and around 12 midnight.
Okay.
That has been brought to the casualty. And from there, we have shifted them to the ICU. And from that onwards, we are not sparing anything to take excellent care to both of them. And they are doing well.
Okay, so doctor, when they were brought to the hospital, what was their condition? Were they conscious or unconscious, or what was the condition?
Mr. Jargo was little, Sailong was conscious. He could communicate to some extent. But we are little finding difficult in the utterance of the language. Mr. Jargo was given 1 bottle of blood at night itself, and after that his condition improved, but he needed some support to maintain his blood pressure. So we observed him for 2 days, and then we decided to go for operation, and that was concluded after the operation was done.
Okay, also doctor, talking about the health conditions of Okay, we seem to have some network connectivity issues, so we'll be moving on to the next news right now, and we'll get back to the doctor in a while. In the aftermath of the killing of 14 civilians by security forces in Mon district, the Nagaland government on Thursday decided to hold a special session of the assembly to discuss and pass a resolution for repealing the AFSPA. A government spokesperson said the special session is tentatively scheduled for 20 December and the governor of Assam and Nagaland, Jagdish Mukhi, will formally summon it. Minister for Planning and Coordination, Land Revenue and Parliamentary Affairs, Niba Krono, told PTI. He said that the decision was taken during a meeting of the Core Committee on Naga political issue of the state government held here during the day. The Core Committee, headed by the Chief Minister Nipuryo, also comprises cabinet ministers besides representatives from all the political parties in the northeastern state. The special session will also have discussions on the Naga political issue, Krono said. The Armed Forces Special Powers Act 1958 gives the army powers of arrest and detention in disturbed areas. It may be 6 coal mine workers were killed at Oting village in Mon district on Saturday in a botched up ambush by security forces. This led to clashes later in which 14 civilians, including a soldier, lost their lives. The final rites of India's first Chief of Defence Staff, CDS General Bipin Rawat, were performed at the Bar Square Crematorium in Delhi Cantonment on Friday. General Rawat was killed along with his wife, Madhulika, and 11 others military personnel in a chopper crash near Kunnur in Tamil Nadu's Nilgiris district on Wednesday. The CDS was accorded a sombre 17-gun salute in line with protocol. About 800 service personnel took part in the cremation ceremony. The last pause and rose were played by Tri-Services Mugglers, following which the funeral pyre was lit by her daughters Kritika and Tarini. Before this, Defense Minister Rajnath Singh paid his tribute at a crematorium. Other members of the family also joined the daughters in paying their last respects. The mortal remains were brought from the residence in a gun carriage, decked with flowers, with hundreds of mourners joining the funeral processions as it proceeded towards the crematorium. Law Minister Kiran Rijiju, Ambassador of France to India Emmanuel Linen, and British High Commissioner to India Alex Ellis were in attendance for the military funeral. Top military commanders of Sri Lanka, Bhutan, Nepal, and Bangladesh also joined the CDS in its final journey. Earlier in the day, politicians cutting across party lines, envoys and clerics paid their tribute to General Rawat and his wife at the residence. As the Konyak Naga people entered the fourth day of the week of mourning for the December 4 ambush, the Konyak Civil Society will be meeting with all the victims' families at Oting, Chakpang and Chi village on December 11. The Konyak organizations have also invited the media and press fraternities to a press conference on December 11 from 12 noon at the Konyak Union's office for clear-cut information about the series of events of the ambush. A statement from the Konyak Union on December 10 stated, the statement said that the Konyak civil organizations also condemned the military intelligence agencies who deliberately misinformed the central government regarding the December 4 Oting massacre. The Konyak people have demanded that the government authorities to book the persons responsible for the intelligence negligence and to award a befitting punishment. The Konyak organization also appealed to all the chief ministers, students and youth organizations of the northeastern states affected by the AFSPA 1958 to stand for a cause in fighting the draconian law which had been hampering peace in the region. The statement urged all the government and civil societies alike to work together to repeal the AFSPA 1958. The Konyak civil organizations further urged a special investigation team to do a fair and free investigation and present its report before December 25. They believe that Christmas will be celebrated with justice being delivered as the pave way for a peaceful atmosphere during the celebration and life ahead, the statement added. The Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan militant outfit has declined to extend the month-long ceasefire with the Pakistan government, accusing it of failing to honor the decisions reached earlier. The announcement has put the nascent peace efforts into the doldrums. Dawn News reported. According to TTP statement issued on Thursday, the Imran Khan-led government not only failed to implement the decisions reached between the two sides, but to the contrary, the security forces conducted raids in Dira Ismail Khan, Laki Marwat Swad, Bajar Swawib, and North Waziristan and killed and detained militants. Under these circumstances, it is not possible to extend the ceasefire, the TTP said. Earlier in an audio message, Mufti Norwali Mashood announced an end to the ceasefire and asked his fighters to resume attacks past 12 a.m. The ceasefire had come into effect on November 9. In the audio, Mufti Noor says that since the TTP has not heard back from the mediators or the government, therefore past midnight, his fighters reserve the right to resume attacks wherever they were. India's Omicron cases tally rose to 26 after 3 more tested positive for the new COVID variant in Gujarat's Jamnagar and Mumbai's Dharavi. Government on Friday said. Amid global alarm over the new strain of the coronavirus, India has reported 26 cases of Omicron variant of the COVID-19, but none of the patients have reported severe symptoms. Top officials of the Health Ministry gave a detailed presentation on the Omicron variant and other issues related to COVID-19. The Parliamentary Panel Health Secretary, ICMR Director General and other top officials from the ministry deposed before the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Health chaired by Ram Gopal Yadav on the issue. Challenges posed by Omicron variant of COVID-19. After the unfortunate killings of 14 civilians by the 21 Para unit at Tiru village, Mon district on the 4th of December, a petition to repeal AFSPA from Nagaland was started by a 27-year-old resident of Kohima, Rosang Pongoner, which received massive support from all over the country. According to reports, the petition received over 91,000 signatures out of 150,000 required at change.org in just 4 days since the petition was first started on December 6. HornbillTV spoke to Rosang Pongoner himself to get to know more about the petition. Let's have a look at the report.
Okay. So, Rosang, could you please tell us about when did you start the petition?
Okay, I started the petition on 6th December 2021 after the voting incident.
Okay, so after according to some reports, the petition garnered about 91,000 signatures out of 150,000 signatures that were required in just 4 days. So, may we also know how many signatures have you gathered so far?
Yeah, so we've received about more than like 91,000 signatures over the past 6 days. Yeah.
We could see that this petition has received a lot of attention and also support. So, was this support? Did you expect to get as much support as you're getting right now?
Honestly, the numbers are way beyond what I imagined. So, I'm grateful for the positive response from all the Naga people.
Mm. And also, what was your motive behind starting this petition?
The motive was to try to spark a change through unity amongst like-minded people against AFSPA.
Okay. As we know that, there are several other petitions just lying there without getting any attention also. So how can you present the voice of the cause reflected by the petition before the policymakers and the government?
So I expect the government to take matters into their own hands and let the fight against AFSPA, which all Naga people expect.
Okay. Okay, so thank you so much, Rosa.
15 days of human rights-related activism in Woka concluded on World Human Rights Day with a joint program that was conducted in the Deputy Commissioners Conference Hall in Woka, organized by the District Administration in collaboration with Saki One Stop Center and DLCW Mahila Shakti Kendra. The theme of the event was End Violence Against Women Now. In the keynote address, Salamla Sangtam, STO, said, women excel in various fields but lamented that they are lacking behind when it comes to government platforms such as the State Legislative Assembly, where not even one woman is a member in the Assembly. She called the women to strive to break the barriers and not be confined to the kitchen and come forward. She said it may take time for women folk to be Legislative Assembly members, but encouraged them to start from the kitchen, family, friends and colony.
16 days of activism to avoid gender-based violence. Starting from that day, staff from our OSC, MSK, they have gone door-to-door campaign to create awareness to end violence against women, when actually human rights in the community. To do like that, we are lagging far behind in achieving right to equality, in achieving right to both men and women. When we look around, school, even in government department also, they are so across the whole world, across the whole country, with a theme, orange, the world and violence against women. Now. Team Human Rights Day is one orange team. That means violence, against women, inequality, team. Once again, I repeat, the world ends violence against women. Nearly 1 in 3 women have been abused.
Zeniboto Cornerstone Higher Secondary School in the Zeniboto district celebrated its 25th year with the theme Striving for a Change in its chapel hall. Speaking at the event, Hoshetu Achumi, the chairman of Cornerstone Higher Secondary School, said that the school was named Disney Home Academy School and later in the year 2009 it was changed to Cornerstone Higher Secondary School. He said the main objective of the school is to uplift the children by imparting to them quality education.
Kumuk mukasha ke wajil ye tim dan no dan tim na kish be na kish ke ina bozno ko kudra ke ye bukap sa ke da ge an bi ku mu to la ke no ita ge buk petition da ge an bi ku mu ye ishi ni ke mu to yo o dan be da ge an bi ku mu ye elin na sposhi an bi ku mu ti bo lo ki sa bil be ana ku to be ge ni ku ku na be se be za ke lo a bozno ko da ge na mo da bukap sa be ge no 시금도도 아니 애나 알로노 이따리 주빌리보 슈라기게 좀노 코너스톤 스쿨 애나 딜레 시카기비 아바즈노고 이디비 그 근츠다 그 근바시 올뱅게 온노 이고 네시리 알로기비시리 아자히보 이나 근츠 스포시 기진 스포시리 이길로 애나 알로니 근츠 그마츠비니
Govika Yeptomi, president of the Alumni Association, said parents should cooperate with the school's management as they play a vital role in the development of the school. He said that the parents should also play their part in the development of their wards. Likewise, he encouraged the parents to pray earnestly for the children, and to the alumni, he urged them to strive towards becoming better citizens and be the change and hope for the society. That's all we have for now. Keep watching Hornbill TV.